And that was when I was doing Comic-Con, which is a big convention in San Diego for the sci-fi fans and everything. And I was there, and we had a dinner one night. Slightly a little too much red wine was drunk at the dinner, and so we had the rickshaw races, and I just tipped my rickshaw driver a little bit more and cut them off, and we won.
He's going through a parking lot at like 40 miles an hour in a rickshaw.
But I could actually hear his voice as the race was going on. I was there,
and he's got my mom and dad in there, and I had Scott and my daughter, and so we were like, we're trying to get this guy to go faster and faster, and pretty soon our rickshaw driver is like saying, well, I'm not going to lose. So we're like, take it, we're on the edge of the bike. The reason I got
my rickshaw driver to go faster, I told my mother to take her knickers off and away from the driver, and he was too scared.
Really fast. I'll have to high-five you for getting your own back on Ding Dong Ditch, which we call Dare Dare Double Dare.
Yeah.
Well done. He deserved that. If you want to know what Ding Dong Ditch is all about, read the book as well.
That was Claire, and I have to say, Claire has to take some responsibility for that, but that was hilarious, and we really wished we had had a camera there.
Because I so thought, oh no, please don't tell me it's going to happen. And if you want to know what we're talking about, you have to read the book.
And it's a very much a John story.
Yeah, it is a John story.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's very busy on the phones as well. We don't have a huge amount of these remaining.
Really?
Again, no, it's very busy on the phones. We have 1,000. We did have 1,000.
Wonderful.
You get the 2 books. Now, have a look as well. You get that stamped signature that actually comes. We do have it on advanced orders. Just before we finish on this, something else I just want to talk to you very quickly about.
Yeah,
it's got about 30 seconds.
Yes.
Is I found it incredible, your story of Torchwood, and I thought you did it very well, Carol.
Thank you.
Where at one point you would never have known, and shows your sensitivity, how you thought that the Jack the House built was just about to crumble, yet you pulled it around.
Yeah,
your insecurities?
It was totally my insecurities, and I talk about that in the book. I didn't want the rest of the company to know that I was insecure, because the way things were going, it made me feel that they were bringing it to an end, but no one had the guts enough to say anything about it.
Yeah, you're good.
But that was me, my insecurities. It was nothing, because that wasn't the plan. And I just had to kind of try to step those aside and keep moving forward with the work and stay positive and stay that, the leader of the pack in a sense. But yeah, I would go home and I would ring my mom and dad. I'd talk to them about it. I would speak to my friend and manager, Gavin.
Well, I was there for some of that.
And Carol was there, and she would come back home with me and go, we need to finish this bit of the book. And I say, I don't know if I can talk about it, because I don't know what's going to... I feel like I'm being left out of a loop somewhere.
Yeah.
But thank goodness...
But it worked out for the best. And when you read the story, you actually kind of realise, actually, they were doing the right thing.
Well, yeah, they were doing the right thing. But the thing that is interesting is that it's the sense... people think that I'm just always that kind of stalwart... With the right word I'm looking for. That stalwart. I can't say it. Stalwart... I'm the pillar of strength.
Should we gag him?
But I am. Yeah. I do have my moments, and people ask me, do you ever feel down like that? And those are the moments I go home and I feel down and I talk about stuff.
So if you want to learn more about the book, it is absolutely fantastic. I read it twice, actually, because there were certain bits I, kind of missed the first time. The pictures...
Because you can't see without your glasses on, can you?
Well, I had ice cream over it, you name it. £12.99 is the price, brand new today. We don't have a huge amount of these remaining, and we did have 1,000 of these as well. If you want to learn a little bit more about Tonight's the Night, a little bit more about Lena Zavaroni, there is so much in this, some of his favourites. And one thing quickly you and I are a big fan of, and I kind of knew this, was I'm a massive Superman and Batman fan, so learn all about that as well. 759-537-12.99 on advance orders, so don't miss out on that.
I even bought my dad Superman underwear from my mother.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For your mother?
I know.
Yeah, that's getting creepy and nice.
Don't go there.
Carol, we have to say goodbye, but thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
It's been a pleasure, Carol. We'll talk to you later.
He's missing you already. Yeah, right. Oh, I love the tattoo, by the way.
Look at that.
Is that real?
That is real.
It's real.
Can you get it?
That's fab. Look at that.
That's because she's a writer.
Thank God I shaved my legs this morning.
Yeah.
Actually, you need to go buy some razors from QVC. Get out.
759-537-12.99, and it's on advanced orders. Now, I'm just going to give you an update. This was also on John's wish list. He loved it, which is our today's special value. 831145 is the item number. £73.94 is the price. You've got a couple of each colour, haven't you there, John?
I do. I think I've got 2 of each colour. I bought them, and I got them obviously through QVC. But that pink with the kind of purple piping, that... Every time my niece comes to stay with me, Claire, who, again, we talk about always in the book. Claire, I always do her room in pink.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and so that's the perfect thing for a girl's room. Even a guy, if you want a little bit of a pastel color for your wife or, your partner to do something a little special, that would look great with rose petals spread all over it.
Anyway, And there's a great picture in your book, actually.
Reading my book.
He's reading his book.
Yeah.
It's just very worrying.
Yeah.
£73.94 is the price. 831145 is the item number. You're looking at 450 thread count, so it's premium there. It is 100% cotton, the satin stitch, two-toned, and you've got 6 pieces, and that is seriously great value for money. £73.94, 831145.
450 thread count. That is like sleeping in. That's almost better than silk.
Yep, and we've got that coming up a little bit later on. Surprise, surprise.
Can't wait to jump in the sack with you again, Mum.
Yeah, that'd be fun. He doesn't know what he's got coming around the corner. That's the problem. OK, 563517 is the item number. £8.99 is the price. Actually, we would love to hear from you if you bought the album last time. Studio line is 0800 54 44 34. You can text myself and John on 80782 or 80 QVC. You mean to say you don't see that on your 52-inch screen?
Yeah, but I don't text. Well, I do text, but I call you guys when I want to speak to you. I ring in.
I say don't put him through.
I ring in and then
I'm in the kitchen.
You go through to the great call centre, which is in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you speak to some of the people, then they say, when you're doing your order, would you like to speak to them live on air? Always say yes.
Yeah.
Always say yes.
Unless I'm in the kitchen, then it's an absolute no-go. Been practising the yoghurt maker, as you call it.
How can you screw up the yoghurt maker?
I still can't get it right. I've got a pink one. It looks good. Now...
Make yogurt in bed. Whip it up, dear.
Anyway. Such a mess. OK, album. Fantastic album this is. Your first one, Another Side, went gold. And then you went on to Music, which was great.
Yeah.
How does this differ again from the other albums?
Well, this one is... I mean, everything's got a little bit of John in it, but this is more personal in the sense that all of these songs reflect a moment or a big change in my life or some point in my life where something happened to me and it was a catalyst to move on to another place. Some are happy moments, some are sad moments, but you know, it's something that, you know, I think it's always important to give more of yourself when you do a project, because if I do that, I think that the person who's listening can really connect to it a bit better than just picking up an album and buying it because it's got a, you know, they think it's got a fun song on it.
But what's interesting is there's 13 tracks on here, and all the songs that you've chosen, out of all the songs that you know, I mean, thousands of songs in musical theatre. How did you kind of manage to get it down to 13? Because you haven't been in any of those shows, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm just looking over.
Once in Roses, which is fab.
Yeah, I haven't done them, but I know some of the composers.
Yep.
What I always do, and it's funny because when I go into the meetings with the record company, with all my mates at Sony, and I go in and we sit down and I have a mass amount of, I have like maybe 10 pages of songs, and they look at me like I'm mad.
Yeah. It must be so hard.
Well, it is, but you also, like I was listening to the radio the other day, and I'm now working towards my concert tour, and I'm starting to think of stuff to do for the concert tour, and if I hear a song on the radio, I'll write it down, you know, obviously pull over and write it down, or I'll pull over and I write it down, catch that one.
Yeah.
Who's that driving that way? Oh, I'm just writing down a song. Or, you know, I'll remember it and I'll voice note it to myself. And that's how I come up with all the different songs and ideas, because if I can connect with a song, the audience can connect with it. And I can make it relate to them too.
And also what I love as well, actually, just let me have a little look at a little bit of this footage, actually, listening to John sing, and then we're going to kind of go through some of the tracks as well, because one of my favourites is The Kid Inside. Have a look at this.
Standing small beside the victory, that's her destiny.
I mean, that was filmed at Wimbledon. Why did you film it there? Something special?
Well, because it's a lush theatre. It's got a lovely... I did my first pantomime at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And also, it's a beautiful theatre. It's got, you know, some really lovely rooms, and the stage is a lovely stage.
Yeah.
And it's reminiscent of theatres of days gone by, so...
Now, busy on the phones as well for this. We have 200 of you have actually placed an order, should I say. £8.99 is the price, 563517.